The Rainbow Foil Emperor Legendary has hit $11. Will any of the legendaries from Outsiders get that low? That's what we're talking about today here on Master Set Madness as we continue to look to completing our Master Set. I'll have a list on the side again. There's still too many cards that I need to have that full list, but we'll get there. We'll get there soon. We are getting closer. We're getting pretty close. We're missing 17 cards from the set, which you maybe already saw in the 1056 video, which we finished. We got that out early this time, early compared to the past. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get one of those marbles or fables. Like, apparently the legendaries aren't holding much, so we need to get something big. We need to get something big. Down and Dirty is our first majestic of the day. So anyways, legendaries prices, it's not just the legendaries, right? The prices are falling all over the set. That's pretty normal. That is to be expected as the set goes a couple weeks here. That's probably going to continue, right? There's not going to be huge changes until, again, we see some more big tournament pushes. Oop, we got something here. Old Vambrace is coming back. The Vambrace is back. We got a lot of those now. We went from, 0 to 10,000. I don't know, that's a lot of Vambraces. But the prices are dropping. It's interesting, even if you look at my tracker, if you have access to the tracker and you look back at case number 4, case 4 was that big case where we opened it. We got $1,000. That's like $1,066 or something worth of value. It's already dropped since I opened it. $200, around $200 in value. It's already dropped. So it's moved quite a bit. Things are going down all across the spectrum. But these legendaries, right? It's, depending on how you look at it, it's either super exciting that the Emperor hit $11 or super scary, depending on your perspective and what you're hoping legendaries could and should be. And of course, it's not just the Emperor and Dynasty. There are other legendaries in there too that aren't doing super well, right? Spirit of Arena is down pretty low for a legendary historically. And even, what's it called? My favorite one, Soraya. Even Soraya, she got a little bit of a bump as people got excited for Dynasty, and that bump is just kind of going backwards again. So it's, not hot yet. Maybe it will be. Maybe it will be when it comes back. But when you look here at Outsiders, that's kind of, how do we compare Outsiders legendaries? Where are they going to go? Are they going to drop? What's going to happen? How many of them are going to hit $10 to $20? And the first thing that I kind of think of with this is that as you look at these legendaries in this set, none of them are what I would describe as the legendary that you need. There's our cold foil. It's a crest. It's only our second crest cold foil. So I guess we'll take that for the second cold foil common set. And so what I mean by none of them are the ones that you need is, historically legendary cards, you get one, especially, you go way back in the day. The legendary card is the card that you need to have the best version of the deck. You don't need it to play or anything like that, of course, but you need it if you want to be like the top of the top of the top. So now in this set, we've got 2 of the legendaries are chess pieces, and of course, any chess piece premeditate foil. Beautiful, beautiful majestic foil. We need that. We do need that. But whatever chess piece you print, it always has to compete with Fyendal Spring Tunic. And so since 2 of the legendaries in this set are chess pieces, you've got that competition against those, right? There's a little push there. Other 2 of them are arm pieces, and they're arm pieces that have some other competition with them. So for example, Vambrace here, it's not necessarily very often going to be that first arm piece you're going for. It's kind of specific for specific people you're playing with. You're going to play against a Guardian or different things like that. Oldheim, depending on who you are and what you believe his name should be pronounced as. Peace of Mind, or maybe if you know those Peace of Mind are coming out. Anyways, and so same with the the other one, Flick Knives too. You know, Ninja's got, we just had Tiger Stripe Shuko. Tiger Stripe Shuko, I'll never get that one right. Oh man, what a day, what a day. So there's competition there, and of course the 2 arm pieces, you might even put both of them in the same deck if you want. I've seen that on Missouri lists and different things. And then of course you got the quiver. The last one's that poor quiver. Oh, come on, quiver. And Ms. Azalea just doesn't even want to look at it, right? But she's the one that's rocking things right now, so that quiver is getting hit. Down to $25 already. Hopefully you waited. Hopefully you waited, took my advice at the beginning, and just paused, slowed down in the buying, because other than like, I don't know, 3-4 cards in the set, pretty much everything's going down. So patience is good. If you weren't patient this time, keep that in mind for the next set. Patience is generally good. Generally good. So how many of these legendaries are going to hit that $10 mark? Let's, you know, 10 is pretty low. Buzzsaw Trap, that is one we need for the set. That's a good one. We need that. So check off a Rainbow Foil Majestic. We wanted to hit at least one today. If we hit one in the next couple of cases, we'll be way done early before case 19, which would be nice. Which would be nice, at least on that one. I would be very skeptical if any of these got all the way down to 10. Partly because, of course, so pause, nobody knows, right? Nobody really knows what's going to happen with these. My guess is that in general for all of them, if there's not some steam coming up from some steam, if they don't pick up some steam in some events, at the decks that play them, that for now, they're going to just continue all of them to go down. And in theory, I think they should all do better on average than kind of the low Dynasty ones. And that's, of course, because if you look at the Dynasty ones that really got hit, that were really bad. So one, the Emperor, it's Blitz specific. You can only play it in Blitz. So that just cuts out a huge portion of the amount of people who want to play it, right? A lot of people just don't play Blitz at all, or they wait till the one time it's a skirmish season or a specific event. Then there's Premeditate again. Great case to start, at least on the Majestic side. So anyways, that's why you got the Emperor. He's way down. And then, of course, the other 2 big legendaries, the light ones, they're legendaries that were for characters that you basically either could not play in different, and constructed for prison, or that you were not going to play with old Bolton. People tried it a little bit at the beginning, didn't really do much to move the needle for him, and then it's completely forgotten. Old Spirit of Arena. So here, in Outsiders, we don't have that same phenomenon with the legendaries. New characters, whether the new characters are good or not, they're going to see a fair amount of play to start with, just because people are excited to play with them. People want to try it. They're going to go for it whether they're good or not. And of course, I think they're going to see some play. We'll see how, Cyclone Roundhouse. I believe that's another one we needed. Look at that. We're making progress on those. Big progress on the Majestic Foil front. We just need some progress on the Marvel front. Where are the Marvels? Where are you hiding, Marvels? We need some Marvel luck. Like, anybody else see Red Zone Rogue? You're lucky him. He pulled all 3 in 4 cases? It's possible. It is possible to do. It is unlikely, but it's possible. Give and take. So if anybody's got luck, so many people say, well, I got that in this first pack, 12 pack. Send the luck over here, because we're missing. We're missing it a lot. Anyway, the new characters here in Outsiders, they're going to see play. Bolton saw a lot of play at the beginning when he first came out. Maybe not like high tier, whatever level, but people liked it. People enjoyed playing with him, and so people gave him a shot, even on the casual side, maybe more so than the full competitive side. So the new characters and cards for new characters, they're gonna see play. They're not gonna have that same pressure on them that the Dynasty ones did. Even if, again, the character's doesn't end up rocking it, if they don't end up making it, they're still gonna see some play. But these legendaries, we're still in this phase where we don't really know how things, ooh, that's not the cold foil we need, how things are going to, pan out for legendaries and things moving forward. And part of that's because they have two big things pushing against them that they did not have a long time ago in the past. That is the end of box 2. Like, legendary land has shifted. It has changed. This is a new perspective on how sets and everything are set out, right? So, of course, we got 2.0 printing. That's one big thing that's new. I mean, that's not new as Outsiders, but it's still new. This is only the third set from Fab 2.0. And that means, of course, you've got your cold foils, your expanded art now, and Marvel versions of other legendaries all in the same product. And that's gonna, really hit the rainbow foil legendaries quite a bit. Just pushes them down. Previously, you wouldn't have so many people chasing, within a set you get the rainbow foil legendaries, you wouldn't have also people chasing cold foil ones and opening tons of packs. So different supply issues now where too many, depending on who you are, too many get open. That's one thing. And then the other thing is that, kind of like I was just hinting at before with play, premeditate. Look at this, 3 premeditates. That's the best part of this case so far. That is the best part of the case. Like, new legendaries have competition for play. Originally, back in the day, if you, Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, whatever, if you opened a legendary, like, they didn't have any competition. It was, you want that legendary in your deck. Now, I think I looked the other day, was something like there's 54 legendaries. Like, now it's different. You can't put all 54 legendaries in your deck. Of course you can't, because they're not all the same. We finally, we're getting to the point now we're starting to get generic pieces for more places. I want to see, generic leg piece. That's going to come out at some point. Who knows when? Ooh, Shuriken, that is a cold foil Majestic. It's the right direction for rarity. It is not the right one for the set. We already have that one. But that's only the 5th. Only the 5th cold foil Majestic we've opened here in 12 cases. We're on case 12. So those, they are rare. Anyways, it just makes it tougher for new legendaries to see the same kind of play that they would have used to. Even if it's a better legendary than maybe the other options for a specific slot, Spreading Plague, foil, it has to be, for it to really, really, really go, it has to be a decent amount or significant amount better. Because there'll be people who will just say, well, that's kind of cool. I like it, but I already got another piece there and it's not that much better, so I'll just wait. I'll play with what I have now, wait till the price comes down on it. You don't have that same drive, that you have to get something. You had to get it now. It's going to be interesting to see what Legend Stories Studios does to keep things moving, to keep the legendaries coming out and keep them interesting and relevant, but to not get to some sort of, wild power creep craziness. So far, I think they've done a good job with that. But the further we go and once sets start coming on a little bit more here, we're going to be getting to that point where right now there's 54 legendaries. It's going to be 60, 100, not too far down the road. And, you're going to see a lot of legendaries, I think, at that point that just are not, they're really, for old ones, become collector pieces. I don't know. It really depends on what they do and how many new different classes they create and characters and how much they specialize different pieces so that this legendary piece really works well with kind of only one character within a class. I mean, there's a lot of ways they can do it. There are a lot of ways that they can do it, and it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting, and they'll still look beautiful. They will still be cool. They'll still be sought. They'll still be sought out to some degree. But honestly, I think the day of like $10 to $30 legendaries is kind of the land we're going to start getting close to. That's kind of the place. You know, even in Dynasty, Crown of Dominion, it has a what, $40 right now? It's a generic headpiece, and you can get the cheapest version for $40, and for a while it was quite a bit lower than that. And even with the amount of play that it's seeing, it's, I don't know, it's surprising to me that it's still that low. Still that low. Of course, that's kind of the next piece that I didn't mention here yet. But with that, well, I did mention it already, right? So the higher versions, of course, push down the price. So that crown has the melting point, has the marvel. And so for your big collectors, they look at the marvel and then they look at the cold foil, and well, which one do you want, right? Not the cold foil, unless you're doing a complete set like me, or you know, if you're a collector who wants one of each version, whatever, same as before. But if you're the kind of person who's like, I want the best version, then you go for the big one. And for every person who, because of that, then doesn't want the cold foil, it pushes the cold foil price down. And when the cold foil price gets down and it gets lower and closer to the rainbow foil price, then people who are kind of at the upper end of buying the rainbow foil legendaries say, well, cold foil's not that much more, I'd rather have that looks better. And then less people therefore buy the rainbow foil because the cold foil is more accessible, and they push that way. And then of course that pushes the rainbow foil down, and you know, little cycles make move on. This cabinet, it's interesting. It's interesting. Everything's different now. Everything's different now. And we got the quiver. Look at that quiver count on the screen. Quivers, they are everywhere. They are everywhere. And that poor quiver. Oh my goodness. That poor quiver. I would not be surprised. I hope something cool happens with it. I hope we figure out the sweet deck that just makes that quiver rock, and you want it and you need it, but I would not be surprised if that one breaks sub 20 soon. Again, I'm not saying it will. I am not guessing that it will. I said I wouldn't be surprised. I do not know. Nobody knows. Don't trust it when people say things exactly are going to happen. We don't know. We do not know. But one thing I do know we hit 1,000 subs. Finally hit 1,000 subs here on Overload Gaming. Thank you guys for watching and for doing that. You guys are all awesome and amazing. That's like the first big milestone, and that's awesome. It's fun. So I want to do a Q&A video. I mentioned this before. If you got any questions, you got questions you want to ask, questions you didn't know you wanted to ask, something interesting, put it in the comments. Write it down in there. We'll do, assuming frailty, yes. So we're doing great on Majestics in this case. Assuming I get more than 2 questions or 1 question or something like that. I think I have a couple from the previous video, but I'd like a few more. I'd like a few more so I can do a Q&A video for one of the future, in the not too distant future, box openings here. And we'll do that. We'll do that. Put your question in the comments. And while you're putting your question down there, if you're new and you haven't done it yet, punch that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get to 1,100. That'd be fun. That would be fun. We've only got half a box here left. Only half a box. And the Marvel sadness is continuing. The Marvel sadness is good. Oh man, the Fabled sadness. Oh, we're just getting it. We are just getting it. And yes, we do need the trench, the rainbow foil trench. I don't know what sort of processing error happened before. I think in the Gauntlet video, I had made the comment that we'd finished all the rainbow foil legendaries. I thought we did. I don't know why I thought Van Brace was the last one, but it is the trench. Who knows where that processing error happened? Who knows? I'm starting to wonder if Marvels are in this version. Are Marvels in this paper version? Do I need to get the other version of packs for some better luck? Because this is 12 cases and nothing. 12 cases, nothing. That is going to be, that is the bane here so far, Master Set Madness. That's going to be the bane for our 19 case goal. This is crazy though, right? I mean, at this rate, if you want to go at this rate, we'll be opening Outsiders for eternity to find one. Oh man. Oh man, trust me, we will not go that far. We will not go that far. We're not gonna get that far. Because we'll either just not get any or we'll get some. Oh man, couple packs left here. Thanks for watching. You guys are always awesome. You're amazing. Hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, day, morning, afternoon, all that jazz I like to say every once in a while at the end. Oh, there's our cold foil. There it is. The old toxic tips. Old toxic tips. This is the kind of opening where you see it, it's like, well, the Majestics were great, but we didn't really get any of the big stuff off our list. This is the last pack. Old Roundhouse again. Got so many of this foil. It's kind of like, oh man, I just want to open another box right now. Just want to open another box, but I'm not going to do Gauntlet again. We can't do Gauntlet all the time because that didn't work very well. We'll do a quick little review here. What we got. Says we got some good stuff. We did not do terrible here on our Majestics. What do we get here? So we got Frailty, Inertia, Down Dirty, Premeditate. We did get a Give and Take. Give and Take is doing pretty well, so that's not bad. That's not bad. 2 Premeditates, Codex, Frailty, Give and Take. And then, of course, we got foil. We got a foil Premeditate there. And Buzzsaw Trap, Cyclone Roundhouse. Working on that set, making progress on that side. And our friends. 2 Legendaries, the Quiver and Vambrace. Still, that's that trench. We're going to get that trench. And the Shuriken. Very, very, very cool cards. They are rare. They're difficult to get, so maybe the price is justified, maybe not. We'll find out. We'll see you next time. Come back for case 13. Peace out.